Hello and good morning, friends out there at YouTube, trading friends. And we're doing here a special live stream this morning about the XM copy trading module. And this is something what you really should have a look into if you are into copy trading. So let me first give you a little bit of a brief introduction what copy trading is about. Actually, you see already here on my screen some strategies. We will go there in a second and look at different kind of traders, what kind of strategies they are having. The good thing is, if you are interested in trading, you don't have too many skills yet about trading, but you anyway would like to get started while you learn, or you don't have even the time so much to learn, but you would like to participate. Copy trading could be really an ideal situation for you as a trader to participate in this game and attach your account, your trading account with your money, which is always your money. You don't have to give it to nobody else. It stays on your account. It will always be staying there. But what you could do is to go here in the copy trading module of XM, which you are reaching actually through your through the members area when you open an account. And then you will be finding out here different kind of traders that are offering you that you are they're allowing you to attach your account to their strategy so that you can participate in their like performance. That means you don't need to learn strategy, you don't need to learn trade management, you just participate in it. This is a huge advantage of the copy trading, because here already traders that are successful are offering it, and this is a great win-win situation. They are taking responsibility for the strategy. Of course, you are taking responsibility for the decision to attach yourself to the strategy. So this is why this module, what we are talking today a little bit about, is so important, that you are finding out what are the risk parameters, what kind of drawdowns you have to expect, what are the fees, because the guys, of course, for the service they are offering to you, they would like to as well being compensated. They are committing to do their best to earn you money, but of course, they also would like to um, get actually some benefit for this, right? So this is the important piece actually of it, right? So you need to um, um, think about what kind of fees you're willing to pay, what is the risk of the strategy, what is the drawdowns, what are the funds that are invested in the strategy, and so on and so on. Actually, so this is actually the key important part. And um, and that's uh, and that's that's the that's very, very important that you look about it. So let's get started actually, and getting into it. So this is first of all the copy trading module that we are having. You will be later on seeing here the portfolio. Here you see like different kind of best performing strategies right now. Yeah, so here you can look about it. Who is the investors, and what kind of performance do they have? You can have a deep dive on the strategy. You see here like a snapshot about in how they are like in how they are performing, how many days they are performing already. Yeah, so you can get really like the absolute um, insights of it. And from that perspective, it's really a great asset. So you see here, first of all, a little bit of a manager biography. If it's humanly traded or if it's an algorithm, you see important information about leverage, about minimum investments, um, and stuff like that. And that's actually the important part of it. So asset allocation, is it forex, is it indices? So here you see it's an index trader. Actually, you see it's an index trader that is trading China cash, that is trading the German cash. The minimum investment information you're having here, $75. You're seeing like $7,900 are invested already, and you see like that the performance fee is 25%. So what does it mean for the profits done? So let me say, you are getting €100 profit. 25% of the profit is going to the manager of the strategy actually. 75% of the profits is for you, actually. This is the win-win situation. If you say, well, 25%, is there not a manager that has a similar strategy, but maybe is not asking for 25%, maybe for a little bit less? You go back to it and you look at here on the quick snapshot. You see high risk strategy, 25% fee, 20% fee, 15%, and so on and so on. And you can see that this is for example, here, the bonding situation, it's a little bit lower risk strategy, less performance fee, drawdown 14%, relatively high. Here we have a drawdown 22%, and so on. So different kind of parameters. But the big question is, okay, how to get copied now a strategy into your trading account? Well, actually, you go and create, first of all, an investor. Then you need as well to create an account. So we're going this step by step. I will be showing up again in another session later on in the months, and we are then having the account filled, and then we are attaching ourselves to some strategies as well with the real account. But first of all, we need to open an account for this. So you need to declare the investor account. So now you're going and creating the investor account. And after this is happening, you will see here immediately on the top of the page that you can deposit. Okay. This is an important button, of course, because without a deposit, no copy, no money made, right? From nothing comes nothing. So we need a little bit of a deposit here as well. So let's get further and then thinking about, okay, when you are finding now a strategy, maybe we would like to take one of the best performers out there, Euro US dollar Forex, but here we dislike the 25% fee. Here in this area, 41%, 15%, little bit less strategy, drawdown 40%. Ay, that's quite a big drawdown. I'm not sure if I want to have that. Here, great drawdown, low risk strategy, 25%, but low drawdown, nice return, and low risk, actually. And you see many traders are investing into this one here, into this trader. $133,000 he was able to collect already, right? So that looks pretty interesting. So what we could do right now is we can definitely look in what is he trading, this manager or she. Maybe it's also a lady trader, you never know. It doesn't matter as well too much. Humanly traded, so not an algorithm. It trades only commodities. And when we are looking now back in the investment capital, you see how the investors were growing. Yeah, so he started probably here somewhere in, I'm not sure exactly when exactly he put it in there, but you see how the investors number was growing here really quite significantly over time already. And he uses only a little bit of margin. Yeah, so he has a relatively high leverage probably. And at the moment, there is an open trade of the oil market. There is a buy trade. There's two buy trades open right now with a minor volume. But we also can have a look into the close trades. And you see, this is mainly an oil trader probably. There's only oil in the portfolio. Yeah, so it's somebody who is probably going a lot with oil. And if you say, hey, this is something, this is an expert on the oil market. Yeah, so the black gold, so it's kind of indicating this black gold WTI. And then you can say, you know what, this is a strategy I mark myself as a favorite already. Yeah, so and within the favorites later on we can come back and decide then which strategy we really want, because here what my personal impression is right now, okay, the 25%, well, if it really is good, I might be willing to pay this 25% from my profits. But you know what? I would like to see if maybe we find still something better. That is maybe for my perspective, when I'm thinking about hedge funds, they're usually asking for 15% profits. So maybe there is still something in the area 10-15%, which have like similar results. What definitely is really great for black gold WTI trader is the drawdown. He makes really a very little drawdown, and and he has a relatively low risk rating here for the strategy. Yeah, so if you're looking here in the so far total 50 trades, and he has a hit rate of 50% when I'm no, 50 trades won. So all trades won, 100% hit rate at this very moment. And this is also why we see at the moment really a relatively low drawdown. It might be coming still later, but you see as well, the last 7 days risk is actually 5 from 10. So a low risk strategy, actually, right? A low risk strategy, what he has here. Um, yeah, that's actually it. Portfolio, oil, and that's a very, so there we would have already covered from a asset perspective the commodity part. But now let's go back and thinking about how at the end we find another strategy still. So maybe we would like to have still something like the most popular. Which one is the most popular strategy? And we found it already, right? It's black gold WTI. Then we have still Mobius. Then we have like the DD killer, and we can look at it. So minus 4% now within 1 month. Here we have a 60% return. Um, but here we might be finding something here, the profit full, and this is also something interesting here. Medium risk, drawdown 22%, that can be okay. Win ratio 2.6, 10% fee. You know what? Let's look what kind of assets this trader is taking. Trader with 8 years in the financial market, use specific criteria at the optimal time to maximize benefit and risk, and so on. And it seems somebody from a Spanish talking area. He's trading mostly in Forex, and he's trading like human. So if we are looking here at a portfolio, what he's trading, you see that top traded currencies are Euro, US dollar, Japanese yen, and as well US dollar, Japanese yen, and as well the Aussie dollar, US dollar. So here you see the returns that he did, 5% in January, like 11% in February, 1.8%, 13%, 5%, 8%, and 2.36% now in July so far. So every month in the last half a year, profitable. That looks really great. And you see as well the investment capital, it was growing for him really, really, really nicely, and it was growing up to 500,000 of invested capital right now. 10% fees on the profits, what you have to take. So this also is definitely a strategy we would like to put here in our favorite portfolio. So what we are having right now is commodity, oil, and we're having a trader that understands to trade major currencies. Actually, here we are seeing that three major currencies are traded: Euro, US dollar, Japanese yen, US Aussie dollar, US dollar. And when we're looking as well in the risk area, so we have a maximum drawdown achieved from 21.72%, average duration 1 day, Sharpe ratio 0.11, average profit per trade 9.69, average loss per trade 1307. So that's so he needs to have a hit rate higher than 50%. This is what we have to look from a performance perspective. Hit rate is higher than 50%. This is 72%. So then the slightly higher losses than the winners, that looks relatively good. What seems to be when we're looking at the 60-day, the all-time performance, what we are seeing, we see that sometimes the drawdown phases are, yes, they're cutting in deeply. Yeah, so the risk seems to be here a little bit open, but still acceptable. Yeah, so he recovering then as well relatively fast, but here and there he gets some hits. Yeah, so he gets some hits, and it might be that uh, maybe here on the drawdown perspective it could be a little bit better, but it looks very stable. honestly speaking, at this very moment. Um, so definitely something that we would like to have an eye on. Good. So having said what we have now two strategies. So let's get back into the strategy overview to see maybe still something else. So maybe we can also filter something what we are still looking for. Maybe someone is trading stocks as well. I'm not sure if it's can we if there is can we no according to the asset class there is the filter on there, but maybe would like to still see an algo trade. So far we have two human traders, yeah. So and now we would like to see still an algo, yeah. So algo doesn't make mistakes, and the algo is profitable. Humans, they might be making mistakes. They might get sick, so there's no return. They might be having no taste anymore to trade in a few days, so we do not make money. But algos, they're usually running, if they're successful, very, very good. And now we will be finding out still if we find here an algorithm that might be potentially profitable. So let's filter further. The risk score, um, maybe we're accepting, like, let me say, a risk score up to 7. The fees we would like to have not higher than 15%, and the minimum investment, maybe at around $500. Maybe let's take lower, $200. So that's it at the moment. So we get a little bit a better overview, and then we're looking here as well about who is trusting the algo. So maybe we find somebody new. Yeah. So here is a fee of 5%, 16% last month. Um, let's check this out. That looks interesting. Drawdown only 11%. You see, this is a nice drawdown here. Here's a 25%, cost 15% fee. Here's only 5% fee. It's lower risk. Let's check this out here. Look at the results. 17%, 24%, 46%. And this is trading only gold. It's an algorithm on gold, actually, that looks very, very promising so far. How many trades we have done? 75% hit rate, 88 trades so far executed. Statistical relevance is getting relatively, it's okay. We have a 75%, we have a slightly lower, higher losing trade in average than actually a winning trade. This is an algorithmic system fully operated by Neo4x expert advisor. Yeah, so this is somebody who developed that. And you have a minimum investment of only $100. And when you make here 17%, yeah, of 100, so you make an average earning, or you make this earning in this month of $17. And from this $17, actually, let us calculate this 5%. So you would have to give away seven something like 80 cents. $17. So this would have been in the first month, 1724, right? Times 0.1, 0.05, I mean, sorry. So you have 86 cents of profits that you would give it away. So then you have 1724 minus 0.68, and you see you would have the real major earnings still staying on your account and going to get reinvested. So in the next months, you would be starting with 116.38. So you are getting like the profits reinvested, kind of. Yeah, this is important for the position size, and you make another 24.1%. So now it's not $24.1 you are earning. No, now it's actually 0.024, no, 0.2410. Now your profits would be $28. $28 plus 116, then you would be already on 144. And by this, you are already triggering the 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 compound interest effect. This is the very important part, right? So you start with 100. You just let it done. You just let it run by someone else. You don't need to take care of it. The only thing what you need to take care of, that you from time to time look into your account. Of course, you will be doing it automatically, but let it run. If you trust the system, let it run. You get all trades executed, and you can then later on. And this is already now happening in the month number 3, when you're going to get 46% return. 46% return this algo did. Now look at what happens right now. So we're going and taking 0.446. This is the percentage you will be earning, plus 144. You are already doubled the account within 3 months. And now you do something very smart. You are taking off 100 euro, for example, and now your account is totally risk free, right? So you took if this account would going to be destroyed then because the performance doesn't work anymore, whatever, you took your risk out, invested in another strategy to have a strategy balance on it, or you're just going for a nice dinner with your beloved ones. Whatever is suiting you best. But what you could do right now is you could bring back your equity to 100, take the risk off. Now you're totally risk free. Or you say, you know what, 100 bucks was not so much. Hey, let's going to be reinvested. But you see already how the compound interest rate effect is setting in. Of course, we were now not deducting anymore the 5% Neo Forex would get here. But let's say then we are on 200. So he was earning then $8 on it still. And that's absolutely fair. He delivers the service. He gets the interest. He gets as well the interest for himself. 5%, very, very fair. I have to say, really, very, very fair. And that's actually exactly how we see the win-win situation. You participate on the performance. You pay a little bit of a fee for it, and you grow your account without you need any knowledge of that. Okay, so that's it. So if you have any questions, please at any time use as well here our or use as well here. Hey, here's Mohammed already with us. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I see Mohammed here with us already. All the others, use the comments, interact with me. Tell me what you want to see. Tell me what we wanna look at, or what still we do. Otherwise, I'm steering here, but you can take over and steer me because actually we are live. Yeah, that's actually the big advantage of being live together. Okay, but here then later on, let's go a little bit on the website. I think we dig still deeper into the analysis of the portfolios. Yeah, so let's maybe look at the risk as well still, and as well portfolio we are looking at only gold traders. So we have the third strategy, which is an algorithm. We put it also in our watch list. So and now later on, it would be now the point. We have now 3 strategies in our portfolio. Let me quickly check where we can find. Let me quickly check where we can find now our watch list. It's here. Yeah. So we were putting here today. We were putting black gold WTI. We were putting profit full, and we were putting in rain forex. From earlier, I had already all Sharky FX inside, and I already had Nasdaq switch inside, and I already had the golden treasure inside. And if we're looking here at our Sharky FX, how it developed so far, all time it was doubling the account already. This year, a little bit troublesome, at least here now in the last month. That's fine. It's also working, like it's not only working one way. Yeah, trading is always actually a little bit like two-way street. So we have sometimes as well phases when it's like not going so well. What is a little bit concerning though, we had really an excellent start November, December, but look at in 2014, 24, we had still a great January, and then we were losing performance, more and more at this very moment. So, that's actually something I would take off again of my favorites. Also, I dislike a little bit that the trading manager is not willing to give a little bit more information about himself or herself. doesn't have provided a portfolio, biography. So not too trustworthy for me. And for this, that we have like a losing strike or a flat, a dropping performance doesn't make for me the very best impression. I love it when it can go up and down, but it should as well go up, not only down. Yeah, and you see here we were really continuously dropping. We had a little bit of profits in May, a little bit of profits in June. But we were like 23% and now at -5%. Not really necessarily like something I would like to see. So let's get off with this one, and let's check further the other one. Nasdaq switch. I'm interested in an index strategy we don't have yet. Maybe this also could be something. 17 investors. Yeah, I think the profitability is not too bad, but also here we see rather like a declining trend. Coming now back in July, maybe we get a turnaround here. We follow this. We follow it. All time, that looks great. Yeah, so 140%. Last 90 days, rather a little bit bad trouble. So we would have not made money here. It's an algorithm as well. But also here, no bio provided. I don't like this. I don't like when traders don't say something about himself, right? I mean, a few sentences at least. Introduce yourself to me. You would like that I invest in you, but who you are, tell me a little bit, at least something. This would be for me, for example, personally important to look at it, to see it. And because even if it's only a little investment of 200, but whom whom I'm trusting this money to. I mean, and this is for especially for strategy managers. I think it should be important for them. The traders know who they are. What is their strategy about? Some little words. It doesn't have to be a 500 words or pages. No, just a tiny little bit would be already great. So no, I don't like that. I don't like that. There is all opportunities there. Hey, a few words, that would be great. So golden treasure. How did you perform since I put it? Yeah, that I like. That looks good. But also here, no manager bio. And you see how crazy sometimes it is to select. Sometimes it's just a little bit of social effect. Yeah. Does this person take care about the traders? No posts, no social posts. Hey, what's going on? You take care about my money, but you don't want to talk with me? I don't know. I mean, the performance is good, right? We don't need to, sometimes as well, you don't need to talk so much, just let the performance speak. But here in this time when you make a minus, I think it's good when you are there for your traders, when you show them, hey, no problem, it can happen. You see, we come back. We will come back, right? This is what I want. They want to be sure, they want to be taken care of, I believe. But it's everybody's different. Some say, hey, I don't want to have this post. I don't read them anyway. I would like to see only the hard bucks flowing in my account. Yeah. So that's maybe as well something. So I would let this insights there. So we have 4 strategies now, right? 4 strategies. And then we will be looking in the next round when we are coming together again here in the live stream, how we're going, to take actually, or which strategy we are taking, yeah, if in which we are investing. But for this, we first need then to go in our next session into the deposit area, and here you can then select. You see, it's the real account here. You can select if you want to have the deposit done via the card or via Jeton. At least this is for me valid. And then we're getting our account funded. And then we're going back actually and trading again, um, or adding the strategies to our portfolio. And then starts the real fun actually, because then we are participating. We can observe how we participate and so on. So, but this is for next time. This should also have been actually for this first introduction of copy trading today from my side. That's a great feature. I have to tell you, I really love this feature a lot, because you can find so many information. And I'm looking forward already until we get our funds that I'm putting in there, how they are growing like automatically by paying a little bit of a fee to the strategy master. And This I'm looking forward to in our next live stream. I'm saying thank you so much for participating. Let me still give you the hint. xmglobal.com. You find us always every day from 8 a.m. in the morning till 5 p.m. in the Central European time in live rooms doing trading education, giving you some hints, giving you some strategies. So join us at xmglobal.com in the live education, and you will be meeting me there as well. Say hello if you drop by, and I will be seeing you in the next live stream. Thank you so much for your participation today, and see you soon.